What's up everyone, this is Inferno back at you once again, and in today's video I'll be going over the Eluktronics Max-17 gaming laptop. Let me start off by saying you're going to want to watch this review because this laptop is awesome. I spent a lot of time and effort making this video, so if you could please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, that would be epic. Sit back and enjoy the video. So here it is, the Eluktronics Max 17-inch laptop. Eluktronics is a small PC company that you've probably never heard of before, unlike Dell, HP, Asus, Razer. Well, you get the picture. Because they are a small company and do not have the big overhead that most of the larger companies do, they can offer you high-spec laptops for a lower price than all the other major brands. As a matter of fact, this 17-inch laptop right here costs $1,600. It comes with a 17.3-inch 144Hz 1080p IPS screen, an Intel Core i7-10875H 8-core CPU, an NVIDIA RTX 2060 Max P GPU, 1 TB of NVMe SSD storage drive, and 16 GB of DDR4 RAM. I know many people think that paying $1,600 for an NVIDIA 2060 laptop is nothing special, but there is more to it than that, and I'll explain it later. What makes this laptop unique from other gaming laptops is its size and weight. This is the only 17-inch highly capable gaming laptop that I've seen that is 0.78 inches thin and weighs only 4.71 pounds. Not only does it weigh under 5 pounds, but it also has a 91 watt-hour battery. Most 17-inch gaming laptops are usually thicker or weigh over 5 pounds. As a frame of references, the new 17-inch Razer Blade Pro, which starts at $2,000 for less specs, is the same thickness as the Max 17, but has a smaller 70 watt-hour battery and weighs just over 6 pounds. Next, the graphics card in this laptop is unlike any RTX 2060 GPU in other laptops. This laptop gets 115 watts of power. With that amount of power, you can expect at least 2070 Max-Q gaming performance from this laptop. In a future video, I will provide some gaming demos. Now for ports. On the left side of this laptop is a Kensington lock slot, heat vents, a USB-A 3.0 port, a mic jack, and a headphone jack. On the right side of the laptop, you will see more heat vents, 2 additional USB-A 3.0 ports, and 1 micro SD card reader. On the rear of this laptop, you will see additional heating vents, a Thunderbolt USB-C port, an HDMI 2.0 port, an Ethernet jack, and a barrel plug power port. Like I said before, the top of this laptop is a nice smooth matte black finish with a hidden antenna line. The front part of this laptop has an RGB light bar that can be customized via the included software. There's nothing special on the bottom of the laptop, so let me take off the cover and see what's inside. Inside you have the 1 TB SSD drive, 2 RAM slots that can be easily changed out, the Intel AX201 Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.0 card, and here are the 2 speakers. If you want to add extra storage, just add an SSD drive to the open slot. Okay, so now that I got all that out the way, let's take a look at some of the features that I like on this laptop. The first thing is the RGB customization. With this software, I can change not only the color of the keyboard in 4 separate zones, but I can also adjust the front light bar to any way I want. The next thing I like is the control of the power profile via the software and the physical buttons. In the software, you can see there is an office mode, a gaming mode, and a beast mode. When using the 91 watt-hour battery, you could set it to office mode. This should allow you to browse the web, watch YouTube videos, or stream Netflix for about 5 to 6 hours. It would last longer if you put it in airplane mode and lower the brightness to less than half. I would say that's excellent for this 17-inch gaming laptop. The bottom-firing speakers get plenty loud for only 2 speakers. Eluktronics says each speaker gets 4 watts for a total of an 8-watt speaker system. My favorite feature in this laptop is the 2060 Max P graphics card. This is not your typical NVIDIA 2060 gaming laptop. Eluktronics uses a new RTX 2060, which uses 115 watts of GPU power and provides a performance equal or greater than that of a 2070 Max-Q on other laptops. By comparison, my Asus Zephyrus G14 uses a 65 watt 2060 card with Max-Q. This means that the Max-17 gets 50 more watts over the G14 in the highest settings. That's incredible, so stay tuned for future gaming videos. Now, as great as this laptop is, there are a few negatives I have to mention. First, there is the webcam. Thankfully, it has one and it supports Windows Hello, so it will recognize your face, and you don't have to type the passcode to log in. Unfortunately, it is located in a terrible position. You have to tilt the screen back to log in since it is located at the bottom, and then once you're in, you have to tilt it back up to your normal position. Although, when you use it in a dark room, it will still work, so that is one of the pluses. Personally though, I would prefer a fingerprint sensor for Windows Hello support. Next is the fan noise. On beast mode, this thing screams. In order to have a lot of power, you're going to have a lot of heat that needs to be cooled. So the fan noise is understandable, but still negative. Fortunately though, I can game on office mode and still get 115 watts of power without the high heat or fan noise. Some will say not having a full-size SD card reader is a negative, but I use devices like cell phones and GoPros that use micro SD cards, so I'm good with it. Same thing can be said about the HDMI port. If I had a gaming monitor to plug this laptop into, I believe it would be easier if the port was on the side as opposed to the rear. Personally, I don't like having to reach around the back of my laptop to connect certain cables. That being said, I believe having the power jack and an Ethernet port in the rear is the best choice. Now, even though I mentioned the speakers have 8 watts, they still don't have any bass. They sound like your typical laptop speakers, but just a little louder. The Max-17 has room inside to add more or bigger speakers. Okay, so now that I've gone over some pros and cons, who is this laptop for? Because of its large 17-inch screen, I would say this is for the person who wants a thin and light desktop replacement. This laptop has the perfect balance of good, clean looks and high CPU and GPU power and surprisingly long battery life. If you're looking at purchasing a Razer Blade 17, an MSI GS75 Stealth, a Gigabyte Aero 17, or the Zephyrus S17, make sure to take a hard look at the Max-17 and you may end up saving yourself a boatload of money. The same goes for the 15-inch versions of these laptops when compared to the Eluktronics Max 15. To show you what it's capable of, here are some screenshots of various benchmarks. Some may ask, how does this compare to laptops with new AMD Ryzen 7 and 9 CPUs? Prior to using this laptop, I would say it's not worth getting a laptop without an AMD processor. Now, my mind has changed somewhat. I still love my G14 and I don't want to give it up, but this Max-17 is awesome too. The AMD CPUs use newer technology and are more efficient, but this 8-core Intel CPU also has a lot of power. Unfortunately, it has to use a lot of power to flex its muscle. It's like having a drag race between a Porsche and a Dodge Hellcat. Both will make it to the finish line quickly, but one will have to use more gas to get there. With that being said, the new AMD laptops are limited in GPUs and display quality options. I believe at some point that will change, but with the Intel CPUs you have a lot more options. As a matter of fact, this Max-17 can be equipped with an RTX 2070 Super or a 2080 Super Max-Q in addition to a 240Hz panel option. If a 17-inch laptop is not your thing, you can get the Eluktronics Max 15, which is almost the same except it has a 15.6-inch screen and a smaller 62 watt-hour battery. That laptop weighs under 4 pounds, so it is an excellent choice for those looking for a portable gaming laptop. The bottom line is, either Max laptop you choose will get you the best bang for your bucks in comparison to other Intel gaming laptops. For me personally, I would like the smaller size, their 15-inch laptop. Well, that does it for the video, so thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. Please subscribe and hit the notifications because I plan on doing some gaming tests with this laptop too. If you enjoyed, hit the thumbs up. As always, don't forget to wash your hands. Peace.